This is Epic Drives Western Australia, the channel dedicated to showcasing this great state. Join me, my family and my mates as we travel this truly amazing state we call home and discover what makes this place truly epic. New episodes are released on the 1st of every month. Why not subscribe? And please don't hesitate to like, share or comment. And don't forget to click the bell so you don't miss our next adventure. G'day all, Dan here from Epic Drives Western Australia. Welcome to episode number 5. We're taking another trip south, and this time we're heading to Fish Creek, as well as a few picturesque sights along the way. We begin our journey in the historic timber town of Pemberton, named after the first settler, Pemberton Walcott, who started a farm here in 1862. Some 50 years later, a couple of sawmills began operating and the town was officially named. You can purchase your park permits at the Pemberton Visitors Centre, or alternatively, you can also purchase them at the Northcliffe Visitors Centre. The Southern Forest region is like no other place in the southwest. The immense karri, jarrah, marri and tingle trees tower overhead. This region feels open, fresh, and the scent of clean forest is always in the air. Many regard the southern forests to be the food bowl of Western Australia. Home to some of the most productive soils, a wide variety of fresh produce is available year-round and often straight from the farms from which it's grown. Our first stop after Pemberton is the Boorara Tree. It was once part of a network of 18 fire lookout towers throughout the southern forests. In 1952, pegs were hammered into the tree to create a ladder and a cabin was built on top. A tower person would climb up to the cabin and keep a watchful eye out over the forest for any sign of smoke. Eventually, the upper trunk weakened and became too unstable, so the cabin was removed. A replica cabin was built on the ground, and you can explore this and imagine what it was like to be a tower person. We leave the Boorara Tree and pass through the small town of Northcliffe. We finally leave the blacktop, where we air down in preparation to tackle the track down towards Fish Creek. Fish Creek campsite is 13 kilometres south of Chesapeake Road via Moores Track and Fish Creek Track. Obviously, it is only accessible by 4-wheel drive, so bring plenty of water and firewood if outside the fire ban. Self-sufficient campers who enjoy fishing will make themselves at home here. This is a stunning part of coastline, but it can also be dangerous, not only to swim at, but also to drive on the beach. Extreme care needs to be taken when driving along the beach here, as tides can drastically change the driving conditions. As you can see, the sand around here is surprisingly soft. We drop our tyre pressures down further to 10 psi, and the difference is amazing. Behind sand dunes, 16 kilometres south of Chesapeake Road, via the Moores Track, we make camp for the night at Boorara Beach, or as the locals call it, Coodie Beach. set out towards the beach through stunning sand dune tracks, reminiscent of places like Wilbinga, but with the typical down south feel of freshness in the air. Coodie Beach is a southerly facing beach that is defined by the Gardner River to the west and the rocks of Fish Creek to the east. Now unfortunately we've managed to drive all the way from Perth to a place called Fish Creek and not bring a single rod. The fishing around here looks awesome though. Coodie Beach has a freshwater stream flowing gently into the ocean, providing nutrients for the fish to feed on, and a perfect place to catch dinner. We'd spent a good portion of the morning relaxing on the beach, but it was time to head inland towards Moore's Hut. Moore's Hut was built by the Brockman family as a summer cattleman's hut around 1910. Amazingly, this hut was built from wood and metal salvaged from a ship that ran aground not far from here. As it states on the door, it belongs to nobody but is everyone's, which I find an amazing testament in this day and age, a place that you can come to and enjoy, and all that is asked is for your respect. That said, the Department of Parks and Wildlife will soon be charging campers to camp here by installing an honesty box. With the off-road leg of our journey complete, it was time to air up and return to the bitumen. Our adventure was not over though. We drove west to the village of Windy Harbour, a small settlement situated on Crown Reserve, surrounded by Doncaster National Park. 219 cottages have been built here since the 1900s, most after the Great Depression, when inexpensive camping holidays on the south coast were favoured by many of the local timber workers. It was during these times that the strong community spirit which typifies Windy Harbour was established. Fishing has always been a major part of life here and one of the principal reasons for its establishment. Windy Harbour is approximately 1 hour from Pemberton, and it's one of the few sites in Doncaster National Park which is accessible by sealed road. Our final stop for this trip was Salmon Beach, just west of Windy Harbour. It bears the brunt of the winds and swells from the Southern Ocean. Although it is a popular destination, this place has a great sense of isolation and space. This trip had taken us 2 days. We had covered 862 kilometres and travelled for roughly 12 and a half hours. Well, that's it for this episode. If you enjoyed watching, please like this video and subscribe to my page. Don't forget to click the bell so you don't miss any future posts. I post videos on the 1st of every month. If you'd like detailed driving instructions and GPS coordinates for this trip, click the link in the description below. I'm Dan. This has been Epic Drives Western Australia. Catch you around.